van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana. And God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Thank you so much for joining in. Share this video out. As censorship, it is just horrible today. So I will try to do the best that I can. Due to the sharing circumstances, and also try to do the best that I can with the live feed. Apparently, we have a lot of lagging on the video, so we will try to do our best to our capacities with the signal and the internet. Thank you so much for joining in. The title of today is Why the President of the United States of America Does Not Want to be supportive anymore of the president of El Salvador. And it's really easy. I will put one article after another article, and I will read you this first one. And then we will go of how the changes have been done by the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, and why Nayib Bukele is taking the decision to basically pull out of the United States, not for now, but specifically the United States of America, that is now dominated by the left. And the left, if you don't pander to their narrative, and if you don't pander to specifically to what they say and what they want, they will not support you. Basically, they're pushing for full liberalism, and it is just a torment to basically to everybody of how the left has managed the United States of America. This is a statement from the NBC News. I think that this article is the one that is lagging the live feed. And it says Biden officials turned down an unannounced, that is a lie, visit with El Salvador President Nayib Bukele. This was back in February 9 of 2021. This is where the relationship started breaking down into what Nayib Bukele stands for. Nayib Bukele stands for first your country, always your country first. Nayib Bukele stands for basically El Salvador priority first. He stands for that. And because he's not this liberalism and he wants to grow on his own and he wants to grow his country as a first class world country, Nayib Bukele has been hardly criticized by all the left around the world. For me, Nayib Bukele, he is the best president in the continent of America. He is the best president in the continent of America who is doing changes for his country, and we will show those changes right now. And we will show how he is investing the money in his country, in his countrymen, and in the future of his people. So here you have Nayib Bukele, as I will explain this real quick. And it says that the Biden administration turned down a meeting request with El Salvador. This is back in February 9th of 2021. A meeting with El Salvador's president on an unannounced trip to Washington last week, as criticism of Central American leaders, that is a lie, mounts among Democrats. And the three people with knowledge of the decision said on Monday. The trip by Nayib Bukele, which has not been previously reported, came after the senior White House official warned in an interview with El Salvador news outlet, highly critical of Bukele, that the Biden administration expected to have differences with him. Why the Biden administration expected to have differences with him is real simple, what I'm about to say. Real simple. And this is how hateful, evil, and how hypocritical and how repulsive, and ultimately how they hold grudges, the Biden administration. And it says Bukele was quick to embrace former President Donald Trump's headline immigration policies. Because Bukele supported the immigration policies of Donald Trump, the Biden administration has a repugnant and has an attitude of negativity towards supporting the president of El Salvador. It says restricting asylum requests, which won him a great deal with the U.S. support for his tough government style in El Salvador, where he is popular. But like other world leaders befriended by Trump, he faces an uphill climb pivoting to the Biden administration, which is seeking to undo those policies and has signaled its relationship with El Salvador is under review. The president's surprise trip to aim it in a pandemic pose dilemma for the U.S. policymakers. So this is since the bad relationship with the most, and it is comparable, the most promising public figure as a president future on the continent of America. And because of this grudge that the United States, now the administration of Joe Biden, because of this grudge that they hold with the Biden administration, because of this grudge that they hold with the Trump administration, the Biden administration holds this grudge with the Trump administration. Whoever was supportive of Trump, if you support that, I will deny access. I will deny funds. I will deny everything. I don't care if we had a treaty. I don't care if we had international trade. I don't care if I was helping you before. I really don't care about that. What I care about is that you follow my narrative, you pander to my narrative, you help my narrative, you help this illegal immigration that is occurring around the world. You be a globalist, you pander to the human smuggling, you pander to the human trafficking, you pander to the critical race theory, you pander to the insurrection, you pander to all of that. If you pander to all of that and also the Black Lives Matters and all this kind of stuff, I will accept you. You're part of the team. But if you don't pander to that, I will deny all access and all funds to your country. Give it a like to this video. Help me out. If you like this video and if you comment on the video, the algorithms will break. So, thank you so much for liking the video, first and foremost. So this is why the relationship was so bad. So Nayib Bukele was like, you know what? The United States does not want to deal with me. They don't want to deal with me anymore. So after that, Nayib Bukele had to open article after article. Nayib Bukele was criticized by leftist media, of course. And one of the things that the left started saying is that Nayib Bukele was successful, the president of El Salvador, because he had an underneath the table deal with the gangs. And he negotiated with the gangs. And now all of this is being put on the leftist tabloid that is the LA Times. And it says the treasurer of the United States, the government of El Salvador negotiated with gangs. That is why the crime rate has gone down immediately. What the hell is wrong with these outlets, man? What the hell is wrong with these outlets? Why don't you criticize AMLO that he has the highest homicide rate in the whole continent by any chance, LA Times? You don't criticize AMLO. Why? Because he's from the left and he panders the left. AMLO is the worst president in the continent in terms of security. He has 103,992 or 97 murders and counting in the first 3 years of his administration. But you pander and you criticize a man that has gone down on the crime rate and homicides in his country because he had a negotiation with the gangs. It's like the organization of the United States never sit down with the cartels and had a negotiation, right? Right, LA Times? The CIA never sat down with the cartel kingpin and said, you know what, let's negotiate, man. No, never, huh? It's like the government of Mexico has never sat down with the cartels and said, this is how we're going to negotiate. Okay? I want your, please slow it down. No, huh? Nobody has ever. It's like the Colombian government and the LaFarc, those were the massive cocaine distribution, has never sat down with the president and never sit down with the government. No. They never sit down with them and try to negotiate so the crime rate will go down and the people will be at peace. No, that has never happened, right? It's like never in history, nobody has sat down with the Russian government in terms of distribution of artillery to the world. No. That has never happened, right, leftists? It's like nobody has ever sat down with the Italian mob to say, like, hey, you know what? This is how we are going to run the casinos and la. No. That has nothing to do. Nobody in the United States government has sat down with the human smuggling operation and with the U.S. government. No, they're saints. But you got a president that has lowered down the crime rate as the most fastest operation to lower down the crime rate and the homicides in history of a country, and you immediately criticize him because he was favoring Donald Trump. So you got this article by the LA Times saying that because he negotiated with the gangs, he is now in controversy. So it says the government, City of Mexico, this article was released by the LA Times, and they released it in Spanish for Christopher Sherman was the writer. It says the government of the president, Nayib Bukele, negotiated a truce in secret with the leaders of really powerful gangs. The Treasury of the United States announced, oh my God, the United States government, the one that never gets involved in another country, right? Right? The government of the United States of America, the one that doesn't have the CIA going and negotiating with the cartels and negotiating with terrorist organizations, right? That one? You're talking about that one, LA Times? Or you're talking about the other one that you make believe the people that, oh, the savior of the world. Am I speaking facts or somebody's feelings getting hurt? So it's saying that the government of the United States allegedly says that the government of Bukele bought the support of the gangs to benefit in the privileges and to finance the leaders that they're incarcerating, including prostitutes and cell phones in prisons. Hold on a minute. Do you guys know what goes on in the federal prisons in the United States of America? There's a lot of cell phones. There's drug distribution also. Is it the only? No, it's the only prison. Do you guys know what is going on in the prisons of Mexico? Prostitution, narcotics. No, it only happens in the prisons of El Salvador, right? It only happens over there. So it says that the United States government is saying this, and also an explosive accusation directly to the, to the success of Bukele and on the huge crime rate that has gone down. So the United States government, the actual left, is attacking this man because it doesn't fit their narrative. He doesn't fit their narrative, right? If you fit the narrative, I'll help you. But the Biden administration knows that because he doesn't fit their narrative, he immediately is going to get criticized. So Nayib Bukele said what? He said, you know what? I'm not going to beg to no other country for this, man. I'm not going to keep begging and begging the United States of America to be helping me. I need somebody to help me. I need to do something to change my country, to change my economy. According to this article by El País and the part of the economy, it says the price of Bukele that he's willing to do to Bitcoinize, to put Bitcoin in El Salvador. He wanted to negotiate with the United States of America, but the United States of America right now, the Biden administration right now, it's not an America first policy. The Biden administration is not an America first policy. It is a globalist country right now. And I will show you how globalist they are in a few seconds. So this is the price that Nayib Bukele is willing for his country to change. He's doing so much. And it says Nayib Bukele, the president, has taken to the highest personality and where nobody is taking the risk to take it into the last consequences. El Salvador will be the first one in the world to adopt Bitcoin as an official coin, this official currency. Nayib Bukele is willing to do all these risks for the economy because nobody wants to help him. Why nobody wants to help him? Because he doesn't fit the globalist narrative. He doesn't fit that. Remember the interview that I put a couple of days ago in Tucker Carlson that he was saying, that the money that is coming from the United States to El Salvador. Let me get the quick translation on that. Remittances. It is called remesas. Did I say it correctly? Remittance. The remittance or remittances. Something like that. That is coming from El Salvador, from the United States of America to El Salvador. It's saying that, you know what? It is bad. It is a vicious cycle. Because you got people leaving the country of El Salvador and not investing on their country and going to the United States, and it's a vicious migration cycle. He says, what I want is people to invest on our country. What I want is people to stay in my country. The most profitable people that we are getting right here, and the most, with future, people with a lot of future, I want them to stay over here. I don't want them to leave. So this is why he has been criticized by the left in the United States. This is how much money He's saying that it's coming from the United States to El Salvador. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News correspondent for Real America's Voice News. Buy me a coffee's on the top link if you guys like to contribute to our travel fund. We're going to be traveling soon. So this is how much money is coming in. This is why Nayib Bukele is saying this is a bad, vicious cycle. It is a lot of money, but you have migration continuing, and this money is going into the wrong hands. Look at how much money is coming in of remittance from El Salvador, from the United States to El Salvador. El Salvador has surpassed 1.7 thousand million, that is 1.7 billion in 2021, a 30.4% more than in 2020, has gone up, according to the article of Swiss Info. It says the Financial Institute detail that the remittance from families, principally from the United States, have reached $1,705.8 million. That is $1.7 billion. That is more than 398 million in comparison to 2020. This is why Nayib Bukele is saying it's a lot of money that you guys are sending, but it's a vicious cycle. We're not growing. We don't want to depend on the remittance that you're sending us. We want to depend on our own. The remittances, like it's supposed to be said, it is maintaining my country. I don't want to be maintained like that. I want to maintain on my capitalist, exporting of vegetables, of my product, of my people, so we can grow as a country and we don't depend on no other country. But because the Biden administration knows about this, how much quantity it is, they want to hold that country on a string. That is called imperialism, people. That is the truth about American imperialism. The leftists, they project on the American imperialism that Donald Trump wanted to do. No. It's a la chinga. This is American imperialism. This is an imperialism. The Biden administration wants to hold on a leash a country to depend on it. And El Salvador wants to export, to import. Their land where they farm is so rich and it has a mineral that no other country in the world. Remittances. Thank you so much. Remittances. El Salvador has their land, and their land is so rich that a lot of people want those minerals. The past governments have sold their land to other countries to come and extract their minerals. This is why the farming industry was dead in El Salvador. And ultimately now, the El Salvador president is trying to bring that back so they can be rich in what they are rich about. How much money the United States gives right now and why they have lowered down the quantity. Why? You guys know why they have lowered down the quantity? They lowered down the quantity, the United States of America, to El Salvador. And I'm not saying for the United States people. El Salvador USA, according to the DW, the U.S. aid offers $120 million to a civil society. And according to this woman right here, that it says the corporation, the foreign corporation says definitely we cannot resolve all the problems of the world, but we can give them support. According to Samantha Power, it says the agency of the United States of America has developed the U.S. aid for $120 million to a civil society in El Salvador when the president of El Salvador has already declined that help. Nayib Bukele declined that help. Why? He declined it because he doesn't want to depend on them. He is for a always your country first policy. Nayib Bukele denied the help. He denied it. No, I don't want it. I need trade. I don't need aid. I need trade. So after that, the administrator of U.S. Aid, Samantha Power, says that after a negotiation, El Salvador announced to the USA Today that El Salvador will invest $30 million in formation of jobs, so the Salvadorians will take care of this without migrating. This is why the left of the United States of America hates Nayib Bukele, because he cares for his people and he doesn't want them to migrate. Thank you so much, Fofo and Michelle and Marcy, for the Buy Me a Coffees. Thank you so much. Buy Me a Coffees on the top link if you guys like to contribute. Thank you so much. Where am I going with this? Proof. The most important thing is proof. Nayib Bukele denied so much amount because he doesn't want to depend on them. And also, I owe you that money. So he said, we need you. Anonymous. Thanks so much, Anonymous. An Anonymous for a coffee. Thank you so much. So I don't depend on you. I want you to help me, but I want trade. I want you to create jobs, capitalist jobs. This is why the left of the United States of America hates the America First policy. The current administration hates that and hates all those people that they are on that ideology of always your country first so we can help and provide. So look at this before I go a little bit further. So now you're seeing how much money is being invested. But I wanted to for you guys to understand how it is right now in terms to advertising. What is Nayib Bukele doing right now? He's transforming his country. I will put three videos that it was sent by my producer. And these three videos, sadly, they are in Spanish. But I will translate these videos. The most powerful country that exists in the world that supposedly is the United States of America, and also China, also Canada, Germany, Switzerland, these powerful countries. Look how small El Salvador is. El Salvador is small. It's a country really small. Have you guys seen in your countries, even my country of Mexico, that is way bigger than El Salvador? Have you guys seen in your country a commercial that advertises Russia? Also Russia. Yes, I'm reading your comments. Have you guys seen in your country your government that has advertising, or that there is advertising? You can go also to his Facebook and Nayib Bukele, and there's videos that have subtitles. I'm sorry about that. I didn't have the time. I've been busy the whole morning. And I apologize to my Mexican audience, Spanish audience today in the morning. I could not do a video. I had something to do, and it has taken away my whole day. Just arrived right here and just did my show immediately. I had it ready since last night, but I wanted to ask you this. Have you guys seen one of your countries advertise exercise for the current pandemic. Somebody saying Bukele jump in with the chai comms. Yeah, the United States did not have wanted to help. What do you want me? What do you want him to starve to death? Starve to death? Have you guys seen how a country that is advertising you do exercise, eat vegetables, do this, do that, go outside, breathe air so you can get vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin all this? Have you guys seen that? No, huh? Have you guys seen that one of the things, a commercial advertising that overweight and all this, being obese, not exercising, will catch you into have hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes. All of that will cause you to have the virus more quicker, and it will affect you more entirely. Have you guys seen an advertising like that in your country? No, because it affects who? The pharmaceutical companies, right? Look at this commercial. This commercial is from the government of El Salvador. And in this commercial, you will see a woman exercising, and I will translate everything that they're saying so you will understand how Nayib Bukele, the president, this is why the current administration of Biden hates this guy, because he's advertising for a narrative that it doesn't fit the globalist. Look at this commercial, and I will translate so you will see how far behind in logics on math 101. 1 + 1 is 1. How easy it is, but they don't want to advertise this because they're advertising to get the juice every day. That is the only solution. That is the only solution. Again, a comment. Bukele jumped in with the chai comms. Again, I told you why. There is a necessity to be continuously rubbing that. What is that? Like, what is that going to prove? Oh, they're a communist now. They're with China, and China is America's enemy. And because they are with China, we need to eliminate that. Remember that Nayib Bukele visited first the United States of America to ask for help. Look at this.
Mantener un estilo de vida saludable también ayuda a reducir las complicaciones por COVID-19.
To maintain and to do something healthy, it will help you to avoid COVID-19.
Los grupos con más riesgo de mortalidad son los adultos mayores.
The risk of the mortality rate and the people that are more risk are the third age people.
Y las personas con obesidad,
and the people with obesity,
hipertensión,
hypertension,
diabetes y
diabetes,
enfermedades crónicas.
and chronic diseases.
Por eso pone en práctica estas recomendaciones.
This is why we recommend you to do the next.
Aliméntate saludablemente con una dieta balanceada
Please eat healthy with a balanced diet
para acercarte a tu peso ideal.
so you can go, directed to your weight that you're supposed to be.
Haz actividades al aire libre.
Do activities outside in the air. How crazy is that? Huh? They're telling you to go outside, not to be inside the house. El Salvador president and El Salvador government is telling you for you to be more active and for you to not contract the virus, COVID-19, go outside and do exercise. Look what it says next.
Si respiras aire fresco y recibes algo de sol.
That way you can, if you go outside and do activities, you can breathe fresh air and you can receive some sunlight.
Lo que tu cuerpo necesita para producir vitamina D. Toma
Because
por
your
lo
body needs to produce vitamin D.
menos 2 litros de agua al día para mantener tus riñones saludables.
Please drink 2 liters of water every day so you can maintain your body correctly. Your kidneys.
Reduce el estrés dedicándote tiempo a ti mismo.
Reduce the stress do exercise so you can reduce the stress and dedicate some time to yourself.
Por ejemplo, haciendo yoga
For example, do yoga
o leyendo un libro.
or reading a book.
Trata de dormir no menos de 6 horas al día.
Don't try to sleep, 6 hours a day. that lasts 6 hours a day.
Incluye cítricos en tu dieta, como
Please, orange juice in your diet.
limones, naranjas o mandarinas.
Limes, all this kind of oranges and these fruits so you can maintain vitamin C.
Evita el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas,
Please avoid the alcoholic beverages.
alimentos altos en azúcar
High foods on sugar.
o en grasas saturadas.
Or, don't eat just this greasy food. Please avoid that.
Hoy más que nunca debemos cuidarnos entre todos.
Today, more
Mantente
than ever, we need to take care of each other
saludable.
to be healthy.
Gobierno de El Salvador.
The government of El Salvador. Do you see those kind of commercials? And also the most important thing, thank you, producer, Najib Bukele also provides the backs, but does not mandate according to the government page. Do you see those kind of ads in the United States of America? The country that is the leader of the free world. Do you see that? Do you see that in Mexico, in Canada, in the UK with Boris Johnson, a globalist, in Italy, in Spain, in Germany? Do you see that in those countries? In China, in Russia? Why this guy is saying to go outside and exercise, to eat well, because he knows how to beat this virus by creating a better immune system and being healthy. But these libtards and liberals in the United States of America say, no, you got to be inside. Get the booster, get another booster, and get the other booster. You don't see these kind of commercials. The pharmaceutical companies own countries now. They own your health. They own how you're going to live. They own if you want to die or if you don't want to die. They tell you how to live your life, the pharmaceutical companies in the West. This small country, this small little country of El Salvador is putting an example to the world that you can live free, outside, get exercise, breathe. It's like Guatemala putting an example to the United States of America on how to protect their borders. It's unbelievable. This is why the Biden administration does not want relations with who? Nayib Bukele. He doesn't want them. No, hell no. Crazy if I'm going to get I don't want no relation with that guy. No. Why I want a relationship with that guy? One of the other things that he's pushing, and this is a 9-minute video, sadly, but he is investing on his land. He is investing on the farming. The most important thing, he's investing on his land, on his turf. He knows that he's rich in minerals. This is why a lot of countries has gone into Central America to extract a lot of minerals. A lot of powerful first-class world countries have gone into Central America and stole minerals from El Salvador, from Guatemala, from Honduras. Yes, they have. And there's proof of that. Don't even start with your pandering and oh my God, but we have helped. You have a lot of countries have gone, first-class world countries have gone into these countries and stole their minerals. So reality, fact check you. Don't go with your oh my God. No. Fact check. Look how he is doing a commercial. It's some kind of it's an advertising. It's an advertisement of how he is teaching his people to farm. Why is it so important right now to teach to people to farm and to go back to basics? Number one, It is because we are going to lack of resources. We are going to lack of resources. This is nothing new. Somebody's dropping this. China's largest lithium producer plans to build a battery recycling plant in Mexico. It's not only that, brother. Daily Orange Pill. China, it is also extracting lithium from Bolivia. That is the biggest place that has the biggest supply of lithium in the world. Not only that, the second place that has the biggest supply of lithium in the world is Sonora, that has the huge tons and tons and tons of lithium. And they already have Chinese companies in Sonora extracting lithium so they can, change the automobile industry into electrical cars. And not only that, there are also now China, it is installed in Nevada. That in Nevada, they're also extracting lithium and putting companies over there. Let me just right here move this, put this comment right here also. And yes, I'm aware. I'm all aware of the Biden situation with the Chinese comes. I would rather see Bukele hold out like Bolsonaro in Brazil. Oh, hell no. Look what is happening to Bolsonaro. That everybody says, oh, that is the Latin Trump. Bolsonaro is having a horrible time with the crime rate. Nobody wants to negotiate with Brazil right now. Nobody wants to go in international trade right now with Brazil. And the people are protesting because he doesn't want no trade. And he's having a hard time right now. Why you want to hold the line? Why you want to make your people starve? Why you want to make your people have a hard time in their lives? Why you want to make your people... You know how the job rate is in Brazil ahorita? Right now, do you know how the crime rate is in Brazil right now? Bad idea. Negotiate quick, fast. We Central American countries and South American countries, we don't have time like the United States to hold the line. Hold the line, hold the line. We don't have no hold the line time. We need action now, immediate. Now, action. Sadly, right now, the United States of America, it is dominated by the leftist narrative. And they don't want to negotiate with nothing. Sadly. Look at this commercial right here. This is another commercial of him talking about farming. This is the reason why this is the best president of the continent of America. This one.
El desarrollo de la agricultura en nuestro país ha sido una deuda histórica que desde hace 40 años prácticamente fue abandonada la agricultura.
The development of the agriculture in our country has been in debt for more than 40 years.
Y sistemáticamente, desde hace 32 años, fue una decisión gubernamental.
And systematically, around 32 years ago, it was a decision by the government
abandonar a la agricultura.
To abandon our agriculture.
Poca gente sabe, o poca gente recuerda.
Little people know, and little people do know,
que hace 50 años, todos los granos básicos que consumíamos los salvadoreños,
that more than 50 years ago, the basics that we eat, the basics that we used to eat, all Salvador people,
eran producidos aquí en El Salvador.
They were produced right here in our country of El Salvador.
Y todavía alcanzaba para exportar.
And then we had time also, and we had also resources to export.
Se suplía el 100% del mercado y todavía sobraba para exportar.
We used to supply 100% the market over here in our country, and also we had product to export.
Éramos uno de los 5 mayores productores de café del mundo. Y éramos uno de los...
We were one of the most top 5 countries in the world of production of coffee. Also, look how big El Salvador was and how small that country is.
Los mayores exportadores de fruta de toda
And we were one of the biggest exporters of fruit in the world.
La región. Pero luego, los intereses económicos y empresariales de la época en el primer gobierno de Arena.
And later on, you know, this is what happened. The political interests of the past presidents were the ones that put us in this position.
Cristiani decidieron quebrar el agro para favorecer sus intereses económicos.
They decided to just, take away the privilege of giving it to the people and to favor their political interests.
Y fue así como se abandonó el agro, como dejamos de ser de los mayores productores de café del mundo, como
And that is why we left being, the best in production of our own goods, and also the best on production of our own coffee.
dejamos de producir nuestros granos básicos, nuestras hortalizas, nuestra fruta, nuestros alimentos.
We decided that is the reason why when corruption hit our country, we stopped producing food, we start producing coffee, we start producing goods.
Y como ahora el 90% de las frutas y verduras que consumimos los salvadoreños son importadas.
And now we have in this situation that we used to produce our own food and our own fruits. Now 90% of the fruits that are coming in right here into El Salvador are imported. They're not from ours, they're imported.
Me comentaba el ministro de Agricultura ahorita que estábamos viendo uno de los kits que se están entregando para
And the Minister of Agriculture, he was commentating to me as we were delivering one of the kits, a package to start producing our own land.
fomentar la producción de hortalizas en este proyecto, que la producción va a ser de tan buena calidad
That the production with these packages that we are starting right now is going to be of so good of quality
que vamos a poder poner más limitantes a lo que entra a nuestro país.
that we are going to put more limitants of what is entering to our country. What he's saying is that the production is going to be so good that we're not going to depend on other production from the outside. So we're going to be able to be the exporter, not the importer.
Pero cuando nosotros podamos producir nuestros propios tomates, nuestra propia cebolla, nuestro propio repollo, nuestro
When we are available to produce our own tomato, our own onion, our own vegetables,
propio producto, entonces no solo vamos a generar empleo,
but not only now we're going to generate jobs,
no solo vamos a generar un crecimiento económico,
but not only we are going to grow economically,
no solo vamos a apoyar a nuestros
but
agricultores,
not only we're going to support our own farmers, our own agriculture people,
vamos a llevar desarrollo a todos los rincones del país,
but we are going to develop, and also we're going to develop more production to the corners of our country.
sino que además vamos a dejar de envenenarnos con pesticidas y plaguicidas y
But not only that, but the most important thing, we are going to avoid to be contaminated with, these chemicals that they are in the fruits that they're being imported.
químicos nocivos para nuestra
And also that the fruits that they're, being contaminated because we don't have enough equipment. We're going to have it now.
salud, porque vamos a poder decir, para que entra al país tiene que ser saludable.
But we're going to have the ability also that for us to say, if you want to bring your product, it has to be healthy, it has to be clean, and it has to have the regulations for us to have it.
A esto sumémosle la falta de incentivos para nuestros agricultores y la aparición de intermediarios que lo que hacen es aprovecharse de nuestros agricultores.
And we are going to eliminate the middle guy. We are going to give everything to the farmers, to the agriculture. We're going to create that rich job that I always dreamed to have.
Y comprar a 10 centavos lo que luego van a comercializar a $1 y lo que
To just buy at 10 cents and they were commercialized to $1. So they will profit on almost on a 90%.
termina a $2 o $3 en el mercado para la adquisición de los salvadoreños. Al final los salvadoreños pagan más, pero los agricultores reciben menos. Y la calidad de lo importado es todavía menor. Y al final de cuentas perdemos por todos lados. Por eso es que para hacer un producto de reactivación agrícola,
He's saying that basically he is going to now eliminate the middle guy so he can give all the product to directly have a direct a direct conversation with the mediator, the exact buyer. The middle guy has always been, and also in Mexico, has always been the one that puts the price and always puts the ultimatum of how much you are going to make. This is why Nayib Bukele is so important, that he is eliminating the middle guy and having the direct treatment with the companies that they're owning in El Salvador so they can negotiate with the buyer. So now he's saying, we are going to farm our own product. We are going to farm our own product. No, let's do it like Bolsonaro. Right? Look what he says about the kits. He's saying we just delivered one kit right here, one package. Look what he says about it next.
agrícola tiene que ser un proyecto integral. Y ese proyecto integral se compone de bases. Y esta es la primera fase de ese proyecto, de el plan de reactivación agrícola.
You know, we are going to have a reactivation plan for the farming, and this is the first phase.
En nuestro país. Como ustedes pueden ver acá, en estos kits que se están
As you
entregando,
can see over here on my far left, these packages that we're delivering to this farm industry,
que incluyen los toldos que van cerrados con los sistemas de riego,
this includes, you know, all the machinery and also the machines that the sprinklers, so they can, you know, farm continuously, and we have, you know, a continuous environmental well taking care of our vegetables,
etcétera. Aquí, todo eso que ustedes ven ahí son 6 kits.
all that you say over there are 6 kits or 6 packages.
Pero solo en esta zona se van a entregar 600 kits. Es
But only on this area alone, we're going to deliver 600 packages.
decir, 100 veces más de lo que están viendo ahí.
It's saying 100 times more than what you are seeing there. 100 times more.
Y esto solo es el proyecto que estamos haciendo en esta zona de Chalatenango.
And this is only the project that we're doing right here in the area of Chalatenango. Where am I going with this? Why the most capitalist country that exists in the world, that is the United States of America, the Biden administration, why they did not want to negotiate with this man? Why? Do you know why? Because he is for El Salvador first policy. Because he knows the talent, and he knows how much progress that country can have, how much powerful that country can be. And it is a small country. Imagine Venezuela, how powerful it used to be before dictators and before imperialistic leaders took over their lives. Imagine how Mexico, how profitable can be if we took away the organized crime, if we had a leader that it was for the farmers and the people. Colombia, Argentina, Brazil, we would not depend on one capitalist country to demand. Every single one of us will depend on our market, and we will be all rich with a great life, great jobs, and a lower crime rate. Why Joe Biden did not want to negotiate with this man? Because this man wants to depend on his own. He wants to create a better country for his countrymen. He doesn't want to depend on the United States of America. He wants to be dependable on his own. I remember an interview of a person from Venezuela, and I will have that interview for you guys. I will have that interview for you guys. A Venezuelan migrant told me, Oscar, you're buying me because I bought him a piece of chicken. I bought him a meal. He was hungry. He was starving, and he was asking for it. I said, are you hungry? He said, yes. He was a Venezuelan migrant. He was an ex-sergeant from the military of Venezuela. And I bought him a meal. Said, you're looking like you're tired, like you're hungry. Yes, I bought him a meal. When I bought him a meal, I was talking to him, and this guy was really smart. He was an ex-sergeant from the military of Maduro, running away from communism. And he said, Oscar, you are treating me good right now. You're giving me food. But what I want from you is to tell me how to do things right. To tell me to not violate a law, to not infringe on a law, to migrate correctly. What I'm telling you right now is that I want you to teach me how to farm a chicken, how to eat the chicken, how to distribute the chicken. That's why I want to migrate. I want to go to a better country, but you need to teach me, and I will be great in what you teach me. I will be 300 times more greater because I will take advantage of your knowledge. It is the reason why the Biden administration doesn't want to negotiate with this man. Although he's a populist president, but he is for the people. He's trying to fix this country little by little. And what do I say with this? I'm putting you guys evidence little by little. Putting you guys evidence of how he's trying to transform El Salvador and how the left and the Democrats are accusing him right now because he is, having an agreement with the gangs, and because the gangs are basically, the ones that they were running El Salvador. Now the Democrats are trying to make him look like, oh, he's negotiating with the gangs. For God's sake, like the CIA never negotiated with the cartels and the FBI. Leave it alone, man. Leave it the hell alone. And now that he has, let me put another video right here. Another thing that he's changing, it is the prison system. The prison system in El Salvador was one of the worst in the whole continent and possibly one of the worst in the world. And he is changing the prison system. Of course, creating more prisons is not a solution, as Biden is doing, that he's creating more detention centers for the mass migration. That is what he's doing. As Barack Obama, that he created more detention centers with the mass migration and deportation, more private companies to deport and also to admit, right? As the population has gone down in crime rate, you don't see no caravans coming out of El Salvador anymore. You see caravans coming out of Honduras. That interview was with Tucker Carlson, and he explained it correctly. You don't see a mass number now going out of El Salvador. You see a mass number coming out of Honduras. This is what he's doing with prisons now. In prisons, there's an example of a place where they are basically more than 50 people in one place sleeping. And he said, our prison system is horrible. Our prison system, it is really bad. And ultimately, you have the narrative of the left that they're trying to push everything with climate change. One of the things that I want to do in my next trip, that I'm going to, God allow me first to be healthy and to go over there and to have everything ready through Central America. I want to show to all the public. I want to show all the public what the leftist narrative that is because of climate change that migrants are migrating. And they're saying that in Honduras has been hurt with climate change so horribly that is the reason why a lot of migrants are migrating. And I will show how a small community in small places in Honduras have been hit horribly with different changes of weather. But it's not the number one reason why people are migrating. People are migrating because of lack of jobs, insecurity, and ultimately because of the globalist agenda, the global compact of immigration. We are going to show that. With a good leader, it could be one of those countries that they don't need to depend on capitalist countries like the United States. Like all United States citizens, they say, we give out a lot of money to all the countries. Why are we giving out a lot of money to all the countries? Trade then. Trade. Why we have the obligation to trade? Because you have international capitalism. The United States of America depends on their international capitalism. Have you guys realized that? Trade instead of aid. Trade. If the United States of America, the current administration, if the current administration of the United States of America will understand, how do you know this? There's a comment right here. How do you know it? How do you know it? Give me proof. Give me proof. Provide me an article. Provide me proof. First and foremost, provide me proof that Nayib Bukele is giving the minerals to China. Provide me proof. Provide me. You want to talk about that? The United States of America, it is given access to to China in Nevada to extract lithium. Provide me proof of Bolsonaro. I don't trust Bolsonaro, really. Provide me proof. His crime rate is really high up and his jobs are really low. Provide me proof. Don't talk. Provide it. This is how the prison system, it is changing in El Salvador. This is how it looked before. Now, this video is to show how the prisons are now. Clean cells, shoes, blankets, locks, clean hallways. Security outside, security inside, good infrastructure.
El día a día acá comienza como tipo 4 de la madrugada.
Buenos días, compañeros.
We wake at around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Vamos saliendo de la celda. Busquemos los programas, por favor, compañeros.
And let's start the programs. They start with the programs at 4 o'clock.
Tenemos nosotros le llamamos un rol de baño, ¿verdad?
We have a roll of bathrooms.
Primero, segundo y tercero nos bañamos, ¿verdad? Y nosotros empezamos a ordenar las colchonetas.
We have a process. We're clean. We ordered our cells. We have a roll of a bathroom now.
A estirar las sábanas, que es algo obligatorio, ¿verdad?
To leave everything clean
el
inside
orden,
our cells.
no dejar basura en ninguna parte de la celda porque tenemos una...
To clean our cells, to clean our, to clean our areas. A lot of people in the United States are going to say, oh, wow, in the United States, it is different. Yes, it is different because the culture is different. This is the reason why it is so good to educate a culture. When you educate a culture, you don't have this irregular thought that everything is illegal, that everything needs to be done illegally, irregularly, and not according to law and order. When you're educating culture into people that they're in the system, you're educating a person to be responsible and to ultimately to be clean and to learn that there is always a process. This is the reason why it is so important to give education. So Nayib Bukele is changing the prison system. It is changing the ideology. First, we got to clean this crap, man. It looks horrible. First, we got to clean it. We got to get a program for these people. When they come out with an intention to not go back to violence, to not go back to crime, to understand that they have a possibility and capabilities to being a great human being, a great human being in society. They can have a profession, that they can work, that they can believe in God. That way, you don't have a vicious cycle of violence, a continuous guide that goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, continuously. Give it a like to this video for everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar Blue right here. Give it a like to this video. We're almost done. Let me put this video as how the program in prison is changing.
Revisión diaria de las celdas donde nos mantenemos. Ya estamos preparados, ya limpios, ya para la oración.
We have an inspection daily of cleaning and everything in our cells to be prepared to go outside in the program.
Luego que el jefe de seguridad abre la puerta, pasamos a salir ordenadamente por tamaño. Así.
Later on, that the guard let us out. We get out in an orderly and, orderly fashion.
Al lado de la cancha, por celda. Salimos hacia el lado de la cancha, por este lado de la...
We go outside to the rec area.
Guías peatonales que tenemos acá. Cuando todos están formados, ya tenemos a un compañero que es un pastor de iglesia, por decirlo así. De hecho, aquí tenemos diferentes iglesias, ¿verdad? de diferentes congregaciones, diferentes doctrinas, pero se les respeta siempre. Entonces, se les da un día a cada una de las iglesias para que hagan la oración diariamente.
When they hit rec area, look at how important this is. You see all of these people. Remember that the Salvador prisons used to be, and they're full with people from the Mara Salvatrucha, the MS-18s, 813s, los mareros. And it is so important that now they have control, a little bit of control now of the whole violence that was occurring inside of the prison, and how they used to call the shots all the way to the U.S. Now they have a little bit of order and control. And also, this is so important that they have an hour in the minute in the morning to specifically talk about God. To talk about God. They rotate a Christian, servant as he talks about God in the morning.
Aproximadamente de 10 a 12 minutos.
And he
Se le da el
stands on this
aplauso a
pedestal
Dios
and he talks about God to every single one of them. And he preaches the word of God to every single one of them. All of them, they have to listen.
Leemos el proverbio. Después del proverbio hacemos una meditación de la palabra de Dios,
They
una alabanza y luego
they read the
entramos a
Bible, and then after that, they sing the song of God. What is this teaching? What Nayib Bukele is doing, it is teaching to repent themselves for their crimes and also to learn that they have made a mistake.
Luego de eso pasan hacia la celda, ahí la reparten la comida por compañeros, ellos pasan a recogerla, toman sus alimentos y luego los compañeros pasan a incorporarse a los programas.
This, it is what a person is trying to change in the federal system. How this is so important. Now, from what I just shown you, now you can understand why the Biden administration, that is the leftist and the leftist ideology today and nowadays, is for lawlessness. It's for defunding the police. It's for racism. It's for division. It's for being supportive of killing, sorry about the word, abortion. That is a different topic, but it's just for evil and demonic against God values, family values. The leftists, not only in the United States, but around the world, it is for that. Liberalism to the fullest. And this tells you that this president is doing something for his people. When you educate these kind of individuals in prison, when they get out, they don't want to leave their country. A lot of them, the full purpose is for them to become good assets to their country and to not migrate. So in a way, it helps that country for those citizens to not exit and not exile. And ultimately, not only that, to not migrate into other countries and to stay in their own. Sadly, the United States of America and the Biden administration did not want it to deal with El Salvador. El Salvador needed a immediate repair. Nayib Bukele, now it is categorized the president that is more in favor of the people, and then the people are more in favor of him in the whole continent. Every single president of the continent of America, it is having humongous problems with change. If we go down to the president of Argentina, Bolsonaro, don't even talk about it. He's having huge problems with change. And nobody wants to support his policies because he wants to do it radically and now. Not a good negotiator. He's trying to do the good, but not a good negotiator. In Chile, look what they're happening. Their economy is going down. It's not fluctuant. Little by little, El Salvador is growing. Bolivia having huge problems. Evo Morales destroyed that country. Colombia, look what is happening. Venezuela, I don't even want to talk about it. Paraguay, Uruguay, they're just maintaining. Nicaragua, look, masses of people are migrating. Honduras, masses of people are migrating. Guatemala, masses of people are migrating. Look what AMLO is doing to our country of Mexico. Look what Trudeau is doing to Canada. Look what Biden is doing to the United States of America. Who advertises good health on their country? Exercise on their country. Who advertises it? Who advertises that nowadays? Question mark. Yeah. I don't know, right? Panama is the only country, another country that is doing good economically. It's one of the other countries that is doing good. Let me just see if I have a graphic here before I go. Last thing I want to show. Last thing I want to show. Let me see, yes, right here. Last thing. If I have it right here on my end, a graphic that I wanted to show that it was provided by my producer. And it is a really important graphic that I wanted to show on how the economy of every country, the difference of the economy of every country. And it is an image right here. Hold on. I think I have it on the other. And I wanted to show this because it's so important for people to understand how the Latin American economies are how they are so far apart. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And it is really important. I don't have it. I need to go over here and see if I can save it. I wanted to show you that before I go. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much for sending it again. So much. So I will show you this graphic. Hold on a second. Before I go, and now that we are on this topic, that is really important for us to know. This is so important. This is for the people that are saying Bolsonaro and AMLO, right? This is for you. How it is so important that we need to know how every economy is doing till now. And I will close my live feed with this. Even Cuba is doing. You know, that is a communist country, how they have the economies that have the perspectives, they have more perspective into 2022. According to the last provisions of the CEPAL, the perspectives of growth economically in Latin America in 2022 are the next ones. Panama, number 1. Republic of Dominicans, number 2. El Salvador, number 3. Peru, number 4. Cuba, I don't understand why Cuba is there. 5. Guatemala, number 6. Paraguay, number 7. Colombia, number 8. Honduras, number 9. Costa Rica, number 10. Bolivia, number 11. Uruguay, number 12. Mexico, number 13. Chile, number 14. Argentina, number 15. Ecuador, number 16. Brazil, number 18. Nicaragua, number 19. And Venezuela, lastly, number 20. When you provide facts, it is so difficult. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless everybody that is watching. The topic of today, why the United States and the current Biden administration doesn't want to negotiate with the president of El Salvador. I just put it out. It's real simple. Why? Because El Salvador is trying to grow as a great country. And the Biden administration doesn't want that. They want to keep them right there. No, you depend on me. You depend on what I say. No. You depend on how much money I give you. You depend on what I do. If I tell you to grow, you'll grow. If I tell you to stay, you stay. If I tell you you cannot grow, you're not going to grow. If I tell you you're going to have poverty, you're going to have poverty. Until when I say so, you will grow. Now, Bukele is trying to change that. He's trying to change that. Number one reason why the Biden administration doesn't want that to change. God bless you all. Have a great night. Stay safe. God bless you all. Stay safe. Follow me at Getter. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Getter, Twitter. Also, you can follow me at Twitter, Getter, Telegram, Instagram, Oscar Blue Media and Oscar Blue Team. Those are 2 pages that I got. Also, you can follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, at Real Anthony Agüero in every, at every platform that you want. And also Ben Bergquam and Real America's Voice News. God bless you all. Stay safe. We will see each other tomorrow. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.
Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and yeah. What do you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
Couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say that basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.